Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here. Welcome to my craft room tonight. It is Thursday night, October the 27th, and it's our grandson's birthday. So I was hoping I wasn't going to be late. All right, I'm just going into my VIP just to make sure that it's chugging along, and it is. Okay, there we go. Now, we see if anybody shows up. Hello, Connie. Been quite the day, let me tell you. And this thing seems to be like right in my face tonight. Weird. And how's Connie tonight? Did you have a good day? Did you have to work today? Ick. Sorry. Yeah, I got to create 3 cards today because I've got something. I'm cooking up something exciting coming up in November. Hello, Facebook user. Let me go see who you are. Oh, Norma. It's not showing your name tonight, Norma. Good Lord. Oh, you are on vacation? Yay. That's awesome that you get to visit your mom. That's awesome. Okay, so let me just flip you around here and show you what's going on my table. So there's something, I'm cooking up something in for November, and I got the cards done today. So that'll come soon. So this is Thursday Thoughts, and if you're catching it live, thank you so much for joining me. If you're catching it on the replay, thank you for watching. If you're catching this on YouTube, it's because you're special, because this is not going to be shared publicly anywhere. This is only for my Facebook group. So you have to be one of my VIP peeps in order to get access to this video. And we're going to do a fun fold tonight that uses a whole whack of designer paper. All right. I don't think I have anything to share with you. It's not Monday, so I'm not doing any draws tonight. Like I said, it was our grandson's birthday, and I had my phone turned off earlier, and I missed a phone call from our granddaughter. So I'm feeling a little bummed out that I missed a video chat with Miss Maggie. Okay, so tonight, we're going to do this card. It uses, let me get the recipe out so I can tell you what it uses. So I gave you the recipe so you could play along with me. Old olive, lots of basic whites, some daffodil delight, some blackberry bliss, design a dream, daydream designer paper. Now that paper is in the annual catalog, but it's way at the back because it is one of the hostess things right here. Design a daydream. So on page 179, there it is, right up at the very top. Design a daydream 12 by 12 designer paper, and you get 24 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. There is a lot of paper in that container of paper, I tell you. So that's why I've made custom envelopes with all of the cards tonight, because what a better way to use up designer paper. So the custom envelopes use 6 by 12. There's a piece 5 1/4 by 4 on the front, and a piece that is, oh, I know what it is. So there is 5 1/4 by 4 designer paper on the front, but you don't have to have a full 5 1/4 by 4. I've got 3 pieces that make up. So these are 2 little short pieces, and then the one through the middle. good way to use up some scraps. And then when you open it up, there's the card. Now you think, oh, well, that's just a card, right? Nuh-uh-uh-uh-uh. It's a fun fold. So there it is. I don't know what this is called. It's not a Z fold, but it looks like a Z fold. But look at that. Isn't that cool? So after I made it this way, and I used a little bit of designer paper up here at the top and a little bit of designer paper down there on the bottom because I had some strips left. And I thought, well, what would happen if you made it all out of designer paper? So that's what I did. So here's the second one I made. There's got that custom envelope. Here's the front. I used the tulips instead of the daisies. And these pieces are layered over top of this piece in the middle. Still the same designer paper, still using up some sheets, strips of it. And then look what I did on the inside. I made this designer paper too. Look at that. So if you open it up this way, you get to see one side of the paper. And if you open it up this way, you get to see the other side of the paper. And there's a strip of it the other way around. See, that's the background of the paper. And there's the little, I always put a piece on the inside to write on. So there we go. There's a couple of ideas for you. So is anybody going to stamp along with me tonight? Or are you just watching and hanging out? I'm going to be making this one. Okay. So I have my custom envelope piece already done. It's 6 by 12, scored at, now normally you score it at 3/4 and 3/4, but I like using the envelopes. I think I've said before, and I don't have one here again. The clear envelopes, I like sending them in clear envelopes so people can reuse the envelope as well. So in order to get them inside that clear thing, you need to score it differently. Let me get one. Hang on. Can't find one. Of course, when you're looking for one in a hurry, there ain't one to be found. There's one. Okay, I'm back. So these are the envelopes I'm talking about. They're the clear medium envelopes, and you get 50 in a package. And they're self-adhesive. They got the adhesive things on them. So in order to get this to go inside here, I had to make it a little bit smaller, because if you score it at 3/4 and 3/4, it won't fit in the envelope. So I now score it at 7/8 on one side and 3/4 on the other. And that makes it small enough to fit inside one of these envelopes. Just a little bit of information for you. And then you turn it this way, you score it at 4 1/4 and at 10. And then I've made lots and lots of these, so shouldn't be anything new to you. And you cut on those score lines, but you cut on the inside of the score lines. Like that. Now you can save these pieces to use on a card if you want. They would make, remember I made that card that had all those, had an oval, and all the little pieces were flagged and sticking around. Hi, Valerie. You could save those and use them. But my purpose in making these cards is to use up my designer paper, so I don't want to save them. If I saved every little tiny piece of paper like that in my craft room, I wouldn't be able to get my craft room. Okay. And how's Miss Valerie tonight? Now you fold that over, and that folds up like that. So then you just take and put adhesive on the edges of that. And don't put the adhesive here because this part up here doesn't get adhesive on it. It's just down at the bottom. And you close it and there you go. There's your cards are running away. There's your envelope. Okay. Now we've got the envelope done. Let's carry on. Oh, good. Yay. Let's carry on. So 2 pieces of olive, 5.5 by 4.25. So one is the front, one is the back. Hi, Carmen. Then I have a piece of, oh, I didn't use designer paper for this one. I used white. Okay, then. So either designer paper or basic white. You want 11 by 3.75. Scored at 5 and 10. Now, if you're using designer paper, like I did for this one, to save having to cut it off, I just made it a little bit, I think I made it a little bit shorter, longer. Well, you could make it longer. So if you wanted to use designer paper and not have to cut it down to 11 inches, then I would still make it a 4.25. That's what it was, right? No, 3.75 by 12. And then score it at 5 and 10. And then this one will just have a 2-inch overlap instead of a 1-inch overlap. Hi, Diana. Okay. Now, do you want me to get a piece of designer paper and show you that? I can show you that. I'll get the paper. Because, holy man, have I got a lot of this paper. And you know what? I told you there's 24 sheets in this paper. There's not. There's 48 sheets of this paper in the package. And Hostess Rewards, it's $24. That's it. Okay, so let me find a piece of designer paper that's going to, oh, let's do that one. I like that one. That's pretty. Blackberry Bliss. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece that is 3.75 inches wide. There we go. And my scoring tool. Oops, I just knocked. I'm sorry, I didn't make the. Yeah, yikes, it's a lot of paper. Hi, Janet. Okay, so I'm scoring this. So this is 12 by 3.75, and I'm scoring it at 5. Use your big end because that's the designer paper end. 5 and 10. Now, so that's going to be the inside of the card. So it's going to fold that way, and then this is going to fold back this way. Right? Let's see. Yep. So the only difference is that you have a longer overlap, which you don't see anyways. This is the 11-inch cardstock, and this is the 12-inch designer paper. That's the only difference. Okay, so I'll use a designer paper because why not? It's going to be different than the front because I've got Blackberry Bliss and Daffodil Delight, some white pieces, some designer paper pieces. So the front is going to be this piece, and then these pieces. So I'm going to start by putting, I have to see how this is going to fit on here, the size of it, because I don't remember. See if I need to right up against each other. Yes. Okay, so we're going to start from one end. Put this piece on first. So we're putting on the front, which is any size of designer paper pieces that add up to 5 1/4 by 4. So if you have 5 1/4 by 4, that's good. If you have a 1 1/2 and a 1 1/2, so that would be 3, and then 2 1/4 for the center, which is what I have, that's a good thing too. Then I'm going to put this on here like that. Or if you've got a 2-inch piece and a 2-inch piece and a 3-inch piece, then just overlap them. There's so many different ways you can use designer paper on the front of your card to add up to 5 1/4 by 4, and you don't have to have that big piece. How many times do you go in to your designer paper and you find 2-inch strips? Just add 3 of them, because all you have to do is like put one over top of the other like that, overlap them, and then you get whatever size you want. Now, if you're not sure about getting them lined up properly, build them on a basic white 5 1/4 by 4, and then add them onto your front, and you're good to go. Okay, so there's the front, and the inside's going to pick up the Blackberry Bliss. All right, then this one goes on here like this, and then this one goes on top like that. And then when you open it, your card is like that, and then we'll have to cut a piece of white to go in here. So first thing I'm going to do is, fold it straight, burnish the folds on it. So is anybody stamping along with me? I don't remember reading that anybody is, but you have the recipe. I posted the recipe early this morning. So if you want to make this, then it's good to go. Just remember that if you use cardstock, then it's 11, and you're going to have a 1-inch overlap. If you use designer paper, it's going to be 12 inches, and you're going to have a 12-inch overlap or a 2-inch overlap. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here like this, and we're going to center it. Going to center it as best I can. There we go. Oh, good, Diana. Am I going too fast? Do I need to slow down? So there's the inside, and this is going to be the front. Then you just put your adhesive on here like this. And then your front goes on there. And the adhesive's down here, so I'm going to line the top up first and get that lined up nice and straight before I put it down like that. So now when I open it up, oh, lots of people just watching. That's okay. You don't have to stamp along with me. Okay, so when you open it up, there you go. And then this opens up as well. And when it stands, it kind of does a teepee thing. So it stands like that. So it will stand up properly. You just have to give it a little bit of spread down here. Aha, Janet's going to do it tomorrow. So that's the card. Now we just have to decorate. Well, I have to cut a piece for the inside. Now, what size did I make that? I made this 3 1/4 by 4 5/8. Ouch, just hit my elbow. Ouch. 4 5/8 by 3 1/4. There we go. So then I will stamp the flower on that and put it in there like that so that there's lots of room to write on. Okay. So let's put this one in behind there because I'm going to be making this one. I am using Sending Smiles, the sending dies, the circle dies, and then I'm going to add some rhinestones, some basic rhinestones. I wonder how long those rhinestones have been around. What's the number? 144,000, and we're up at 166,000. So there's like 22,000 products between that and where we are now. Not bad. I was going to say help. I didn't get any. Get stamps out, but I did. I did. Okay, now we have that is going to say sending. And this one has adhesive sheet on the back, and it's going to have the other part of the sending. It's up there. These were for decoration, but I've put designer paper in there now, so I may not use them. And this piece is for the sentiment. And then I have to cut a circle. And we have some flower pieces. So I'm going to put these on my machine and get them out of my way for now. So it was a little wet here this morning. I did not see how much rain we got, but it was a lot. And I knew once our good weather went away, we were going to be in trouble. Okay, which one is it? Nope. That one on there. And this one, that one on there. Okay, so we'll cut these two out at the same time. Run that through. Okay. All right. That away, put that away, get rid of these. This is going to go on that, like that. And there's that. Now I have to be careful I don't lose that. The dot of the eye is in there. Now, if you see this one, I cheated. See, there's no eye. There's no dot for the eye because I lost it. So I just cut it off. It has a little, see, it has a little thing there that you're supposed to put the dot for the eye, but I lost it. So I didn't do it. I just cut it off. But this one is in there, so I'm going to put it down on top like this and push it through so that it sticks there. Ha ha! Got it. Got it. And we have this one to pull out of the white. I can't believe it's almost the end of September, eh? What the heck? How many more days? What is this, the 27th? 4 days and it's November. Apparently, I need to get busy on my Christmas shopping. Usually I've started it by now, but I don't even have ideas for anybody. You guys got your Christmas shopping done yet? Or do you do Christmas shopping? All right. Pieces off my fingers. There. Now, I'll pull the backing off of this. And you have to be really careful with this one because it will stretch the words. Now, can I get it all off? Then put it on top of the yellow like this. Just kind of work it along. I think the N is the worst. Trying to get it where it needs to be. There we go. Oh, it's that Facebook user that says partway done. Oh, Norma. For some reason, your name's not coming across, Norma. Janet is making zucchini fruitcake. Oh my God, you're cooking. Right, Carmen? What the heck happened to September? And then October just kind of went zoom. I don't know. Kind of got me caught. Because it's I have no idea for Christmas. Usually I have Christmas ideas, but no. Shouldn't say that. My sister is done. There's a couple of other ones that we do that are not family related, and they're done because they're easy. Ted is done because he got his bike, so he'll get nothing under the tree. I told him when I gave it to him that that was his Christmas present and his birthday present, and he's not getting anything for a while. Maybe you need to give it permission again, Norma. Who knows what happens, eh? Yes, and you're right. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so sending is going to be popped up. So I just put all the pop dots on there. Now we're going to stamp across the miles in Blackberry Bliss that I forgot to get out. Oh, Carmen, are you feeling any better yet? I know when I had that horrible reaction that the doctor thinks was a reaction to mold, it took me months to get rid of it. And I don't think my ears are even 100% yet. And that happened at the beginning of August. Okay, so now I need the sending dies again. And get this one. That's going to cut that out. That just fits there. I don't know why they didn't make it a little bit longer. Oh, how about we change it up? We'll go with a longer one and I'll cut it off on the end, make it straight. Then I don't have to squish it in there. Pieces of Post-it notes there. We'll cut that out. That down there. Now we're going to stamp. Oh, another Facebook user, Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Welcome, welcome from Texas. I should have known it was you when I saw the word Texas. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the flower in Daffodil Delight. I'm glad I decided to do a nice, bright, happy, flowery card today because it was sure dark, dull, and dreary all day. But I promised myself, because we waited so long for the weather to get good. I promised myself that I was not going to complain when the rain hit, because I knew when it would hit and it would stay for a long time. So I'm not complaining. It's weather and it is what it is. And apparently my white is not long enough. See if I can squish it in there. There we go. I inked my old olive ink pad so it's good and sticky. All right. So I alluded to something at the beginning, that there is something exciting, something free coming in November. I don't want to reveal too much, except it involves 4 cards. All right. These things are sticking to me and I can't get my dies out. Now I need the flower die. So stay tuned for more information on that. It's still percolating in my head. And it's going to happen as soon as I get my ducks in a row, because right now they're quacking all over the place. Oh gosh, Carmen. That sucks. Okay, I can't cut both of them out because there's not much room there. So I'm going to cut this out along with the sentiment, and then I will cut out the leaves. Yeah. Okay. There's the flower. Cute. And I didn't do the flower center. There is flower centers in this stamp set, but I elected to have just a white center on my flower. It's not something I have done yet with this flower, but I really like it. What do you think? Here, I'll show you up close. What do you think? Do you like the flower left with, of course, there's Wink Estella on the flower, but do you like the flower left white in the center? Okay, I'm going to cut out my leaf now. Get it all lined up here. All right, we'll run that through. It moved. Shoot, it moved. Don't move on me. There we go. All right, got all our pieces done now. You like the white, Norma? Yes, me too. Valerie does, Janet does, Carmen does. Yay, everybody likes the white center. I think it's a more springy flower than if you put like brown in there or orange or something. I think it looks cool with just white. All right, pieces are cut. Dies are put away. Put the sending dies away because you know what's going to happen if I don't. All right. Now I'm going to put the white circle on to the front. Now, if you don't have the sending, what's it called? Sending Smile stamp set and the sending dies, just use whatever you have to decorate this thing. Now, this goes flat onto your card front. Find my card again, make sure I've got the right way up. And I think I'll put this up here like that. Looks pretty good. Now, you had fun casing one of my cards? Oh yeah, you sent me a picture, didn't you? Valerie. I remember that. Sorry, it's been a long day with the grandchildren. Cameron decided he wanted Chinese food from Wait You tonight. So him and I went to get it, and holy crap, Ola, the lineup was so long, lined up right out the door. And it's this little store. They used to have seating, but they don't have the seating anymore because that went with COVID. But it's like a fast food Chinese place. So you walk in and the food's in behind barriers. The lady dishes it out for you. You tell them what they want, but they got the big tubs full of food, and you say, I want sweet and sour pork and fried rice and noodles, and they have like combos and stuff that you can choose. Well, there's only two of them. There's a cook. He does the cooking. She does the serving. And there's nobody else in there. There's just the two of them. Oops, I lost that one. Went inside my Tombow glue holder. And of course, the phone is ringing because there's not only pickup takeout, but there's phone ahead and order takeout. So she would get halfway through an order and the phone would ring, and then she'd have to stop and take the phone in order. Now she was giving them, we were there at 5:15, and she would do a phone in order in 15-minute increments. So it started at 5:36 or 5:45, 6 o'clock, 6:15. By the time we left, it was 7 o'clock. They were doing phone in orders for. What's bizarre? Valerie had to pick up a grand and take her home, so stopped at Quality Foods and got Chinese. Oh, nice. Yes. Well, this place called Wait You is a lot like Quality Foods. The only issue with them is they use MSG in their food, so Ted and I can't have it. So we got Wait You for that one side of the family, and then we had to order Chinese food from Golden Dragon for the other side of the family. Those of us that can't eat MSG. So not only did we have to wait 45 minutes to get our dinner up there at Wait You, but then we had to drive and get it, get the other one as well. So it was a long wait for dinner. People were hangry. They were telling me they were hangry. There. I think that looks pretty cool. What do you think? You like it? No, QF doesn't use MSG, but it's way on the other side of town. So we go to this side of town. And it was Cameron's birthday, so he kind of got to choose what he wanted for dinner. Thank you. Diana, how are you doing? You getting yours done? Yes, Carmen, that would have been smart to get there that early, but you know. I didn't leave home until 5. Would have been smart to get there early, but sometimes, you know, we're busy and that just doesn't happen. Okay, now this is the Sending Smiles Across the Miles, and it's going to fit right on here like that. So I just have to put dimensions on there. Their food is really good. I might have snuck a couple of things in there. Carmen, they use a lot of sesame oil in Quality Foods. Ah, okay, Diana. Well, at least you got the card base itself done, I hope. There. That's going to go across like that, nice and straight. Sending smiles across the miles. Okay. Wink of Stella. And just make that flower nice and pretty. Golden Dragon right now is good. It's fine. It's been sold. The people that bought it from the original owners that built it and built the restaurant up, they were really good. Then these new people took over and they tried to go cheap, and they lost all flavor in their food. It was absolutely horrendous, their food. So we stopped going there. But then somebody else bought it, and they're really doing good with it. Their food is good again. So we've started going back. They have a s'morg that you can go and do, but we just ordered. I don't know, Ted had like a number 3 or something, and I had beef chow mein or beef chop suey because I like it. Okay. Rhinestones going on. There's a loose rhinestone down here. Might as well use it. Put some rhinestones on there. There. And one over here. There we go. There's our front. Yes. Oh, it's really good. And the s'morg is yummy. Love the s'morg. Okay, so there's the front. And here's the inside. And it flips open. You get to see both sides. And then it sits up like that, like a little tent. The only thing I got left to do is the inside. So get a paper to stamp on because I'm going to stick the flower on there. The same flower we used on the front. Thanks, Connie. All right, put the stem on. Now I got mung in the corner. Hang on till I wipe it off on my pants because I don't want to get it on my card. Right there. Go. It's amazing how much better your stamped images are when you actually ink your stamp pad. It was really bad there for a bit when I was not re-inking them and wishing I had. There we go. There's on the inside. I was going to say the envelope, but that's not the envelope. That's the inside. Okay. Add a little bit of a winky because I can. It's my card and I can do what I want. And no card is finished until you add the winky. I never even got to have my after dinner snooze tonight. Okay, the last petal here. Okay, clean it off. You know, Carmen, every once in a while I think I should just sit down and just re-ink everything, whether it needs it or not. But then I get busy and do other stuff and then it kind of flies out the window. Okay, so this one, oops, it's going to go in here like that. So it gives you room to write. And there's our card. And it has a coordinating envelope. And there's this card with cardstock on the inside. So I stamped the inside and then I put a strip of designer paper there and I put a strip of designer paper there because, you know, you have these leftover pieces. You might as well use them, right? And then this one I used the tulips on it and did designer paper on the inside. So I didn't put a strip on that, but I did put a strip up here at the corner, at the top. And there you go. I could send this one to you, Valerie, because I have not done your latest thank you card yet. Okay, let's open this up and see. I really don't want to put a strip of designer paper in here. What do you think? I like this. This is a gorgeous print, this one, and I think that would just wouldn't go. I don't think so. Don't. Oh, thanks, Marcia. I enjoy what I do, and I think that, not to boast or anything, but I think it comes through in my cards when I make them. There we go. There's our 3 cards. Put more paper on the purple. What does that mean? Put more paper on the purple. Valerie, explain to me. It's been a long day. I do not understand. There we go. Now, what's coming? Oh, don't put more paper. Oh, I see. So don't was in one post and put more paper on the purple. I got it. Sometimes it takes me a while. Holy man. You're just trying to confuse me. Okay, so I have a sneak peek of something I was working on today. So look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Does that give you an idea of what bundle I might be using for the big surprise that I'm going to reveal in a few days? Don't remember who it was that talked to me, and I think it was either Valerie or Shanna or both. Yes, you're right. Cottage wreath. It is. So I'll tell my VIPeeps a little bit about it. It's going to involve free. It's going to be 4 cards. And there's going to be something else. Does that make it any clearer for you? I kind of have it up here in my head what I want to do. I've got the cards done, so that's not a problem. I've got 4 seasons. So that one was the fall one. You can't see because I haven't got me spotlit. This one is the spring one. So there's spring, summer, fall, and Christmas. Clear as mud. Oh, good. I'm such a tease. I'm sorry. Not. All right. It's coming though. As soon as I get it all percolated in my head, it'll be in my newsletter. So make sure you're signed up to get my newsletters. Let me put that link in the comments of the video. Oh, that's not what I want. Just opened the wrong thing. Goodbye. This one. And I want it. There it is. Newsletter sign up form link. Okay. So in the comments, if you're not already subscribed to my email list, make sure you do by clicking on the link I just posted and putting your name and your email in there, and then you'll get a confirmation email that says, was this really you and do you want to do this? And you just say, yes, I want to be subscribed. And then every Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock, you're going to get, oh, excuse me, an email from me with a whole bunch of stuff in it. And there's always at least one free card tutorial. Now I'm going in the middle of my 12 weeks of Christmas at the moment. I think I've done 4 weeks. And I'm going to start doubling them up soon because I've got so many that there's going to be 2 for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I can't remember, but they're in there. I tried doing my newsletters on Thursdays. Just didn't feel right. I've been doing Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock for probably 8 years. So why change something that's not broken? So it's still Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock for my newsletter. And it's got all of the information. Now, if you are at all interested, like if you've got a Stampin' Up! List that's this long and you want to get a whole bunch of stuff, consider the starter kit, because let me tell you, $206 worth of product for $135. Yep, 206 for $135. And you get no shipping and tax. In BC, there's 5% tax. You pay GST. In BC, you don't pay PST. So there is that opportunity to get the starter kit, become part of my Craft Room Stampers team, because it's fun and you get free stuff. And it's the best bargain in the catalog. Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox now. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We are having our pumpkin carving on Saturday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I know it's Halloween on Monday night, but we never get any kids. So I'll be live at 8 o'clock again on my page, stream to my VIP, and on StreamYard. So make sure you tell StreamYard that you're okay with me seeing your name. I don't know why it does it sometimes and not. So have a wonderful weekend and happy Halloween. And I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.